This is my 2007 BMW R1200 GS.
And over the last month, I have resurrected this bike and have been upgrading it on a budget. In this episode, we're going to be starting a 7,000-mile road trip. If you haven't seen any of the videos before, this is a good place to start.
You enjoying the view?
Waking up on the beach was a pretty awesome experience. I packed up camp, I went and grabbed some local breakfast, and was on my way out with my new friend Ernie.
It wasn't that good.
Oh, there's somewhat.
We had met two other motorcyclists and were planning on leaving with them, but we couldn't find them, so we just continued on. We were making good progress, and unfortunately we had a little hurdle.
You alright?
Luckily, he was all good, and all I could think about was about how heavy this bike was to lift up, and that my bike was probably 200 pounds heavier. So, yeah, definitely wasn't trying to drop my bike for sure. Riding out was extremely enjoyable, and I was honestly just trying to take everything in.
Oh, the sandy parts, that's what messes me up. My back treads getting low.
In no time, though, the trail was over, and it was time to say goodbye to another legend. Luckily, I had an incredible road to ride out on. I soon passed through the Redwood forest and got to see some big-ass trees. And it was pretty great, honestly. Eureka! Was where I was heading because I needed a place to stop in order to figure out where I was going next, and it was about 2 hours away. I guess 2.5.
Alright guys, so Utah Road was probably the greatest motorcycle road I've ever done in my entire life, and it really sucks because I don't know how I'm gonna top that. Well guys, I'm gonna get gas and then we're gonna head towards this next campsite. This is all a lot of riding for me, so I am definitely a little worn out. But nothing we can't handle, and I'd rather be doing this than working.
With very little research, I decided it would make sense to go to Mount Shasta, which was about 4 hours away, and I quickly started to find out that Central California can get as hot as Phoenix. Temperatures started to get up to 113 degrees, and the road I was taking was full of construction, and I had to sit many times for 10 minutes, sometimes more, and I was getting really over it. So here we are again. It's 108, and I just am done. I did not sleep good yesterday. I was so cold last night. I could barely sleep, and now I'm out here sweating again. My body does not know how to handle these conditions right now. And I don't know, I have 2 more hours till I get to kind of where I'm gonna be camping tonight, And it was like I saw this river. I was like thinking about jumping in it the whole time. Yeah, I don't know. I decided to pull over, and it was meant to be. And now I'm gonna jump in because I'm so hot. After jumping in, we continued on, and then immediately had to sit for 15 minutes cooking in the heat once again. My original plan was to camp near one of the lakes at the base of the mountain, but when I was arriving, it was 105 degrees, and that meant I was not going to be able to sleep. So I continued onto the mountain itself, where I had found a good dispersed camping spot, on Google at least. And the road up there was actually pretty sweet, with a cool view of the mountain. The path up there was super rocky and super sharp, so I was definitely being really careful all the way up. But it was definitely worth it at the end, because the camp spot that I found was pretty primo. Yeah, no ASMR cooking today. I guess ASMR fire creation, which was pretty sweet considering I haven't had a campfire this whole journey. And it was pretty dang majestic, to say the least. Well guys, if you made it this far, as usual, I want to thank you for your support in my journey here. I know these videos aren't the longest thing in the world, but I just want to make them interesting and not drag them out to be any longer than need be. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you at the next one.